And this should be a battle.
All right, let's play pickleball. Now, unlike last week where we played the let serves, which threw off some of the players, we will reserve. It's got to clear the kitchen, of course. And it's let city here.
Again, the sorry not sorry, but McGuffin doing the polite thing.
0-0. Set out.
So what's the difference? You played Duong, now you got Alshon. What's McGuffin got to deal with here?
Well, Alshon's going to be a much tougher pass. You know, Alshon hits a kind of has that easy power coming in off the return, and McGuffin's going to need to be more precise with his passing shots, work the point probably a little bit longer against somebody the caliber of Alshon.
Again, this is the bottom half of the draw, so away from Ben Johns, who we just saw. The other quarter to get to the semis is Tardio and Rettenmeyer. Too good from Alshon. A little stare to stay with that. Okay, it's 0-0, and we've got staring going on.
I think we're in for a good one here, Dave.
0-0.
That's just brilliant singles from Alshon.
And that is his favorite pattern, is running around, playing that inside-out forehand drop. His ability to get the ball to dip, plus his closing ability behind it, makes it very, very tough for the volleyer.
Wow. 2 balls off the tape. Don't go Alshon's way. He hopes those sort of turn around maybe at 9-all or 10-9.
You tell yourself you're going to earn them back eventually.
Yeah. Right on the center line. And a little unsure if that serve was going to stay in, created a very short return.
Yeah, and when you return to that backhand side of McGuffin, he's actually more dangerous, uses his footwork, makes it a forehand anyway, knows how to pass beautifully from that part of the court.
Unbelievable court coverage from McGuffin, but Alshon's all over it. Great first volley from him there.
Yeah, you asked me about the difference between Alshon and Duong, is when McGuffin tries passing Alshon to the backhand side, very comfortable using one hand and angling it off with a little bit more reach.
And there's the maturation of the Alshon singles game. Very comfortable now in the cat and mouse. He would not have won that rally earlier this year.
Yeah, it's very easy to panic in those moments, and you forget how much time you have to still place your shot and play high pickleball IQ out there. Not able to convert, but Alshon had a good look on that pass as well.
And McGuffin knew what he was in for. He called him a stud at the end of his interview on the last one. Wow, another beautiful serve down the middle. Pays dividends again.
Yeah, returning middle on McGuffin isn't a bad idea, but it has to be deep. If it's short middle, you see how quickly he's able to go on offense and end the point.
So that T serve, if you will, you usually hear that in tennis, but here it is today in pickle. Did it again and got a great look at a forehand. So 2 apiece, quarterfinal.
2-2.
Come on, yell from Alshon.
Yeah, great dip on that last pass. McGuffin there for the ball, for the volley, but the amount of topspin Alshon was able to get made it just a little bit more difficult.
McGuffin gets caught guessing, floats that deep, and you can see Alshon stands well behind the baseline when he serves. What's the rationale for that, do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, I think it allows you to be a little more free in hitting out on your serve, not you know, decelerating, and also gives you just a little bit of space in case there's a deep return to hit a better third.
Side out.
Nice footwork adjustment from Alshon. A lot of middle serves, but got a good look at a forehand there and kept it in the middle. So I love the strategic switches and changes even in the middle of a 4-2 game one.
Always moves and counter moves out here.
Side out.
Boy, really close on the sideline there.
Alshon trying to will it in with a come on call, but McGuffin seeing it just wide.
2-4.
Great point from Tyson McGuffin, comes flying forward after a great forehand.
Yeah, and he converts on short returns as well as anyone. Able to just drive, get his opponent stretched out, close in. It's almost impossible to defend that when he returns that short.
Point.
And the Ferrari is out of the garage. 4 apiece.
Goes inside out the previous point, this time going inside in. Keeping Alshon guessing up there.
4-4. Side out.
And this is as loud as I've heard Alshon be in a singles match. From the get-go, there was staring. Now there's a lot of chatter.
Until he definitely wants to get over the hump and win this one.
These two also know that there were upsets in this half of the draw, so taking nothing away from Tardio and Rettenmeyer, who are playing fabulous today, that Staxrud name is gone.
Yeah, no, obviously nothing away from those guys, but these guys are looking at that as if I can get through this one, whoever I play is a very winnable semifinal.
Side out.
And you hear McGuffin having a little soliloquy with himself as he pulled that forehand deep.
Yeah, he doesn't pull that one wide very often on the inside in. That's one of his favorite shots, so he's pretty frustrated himself, not able to convert there.
Boy, and forehands keep missing by anywhere from a millimeter to 2 or 3 inches.
Side out.
They always hurt a little bit more when you can see the open court, you see the prize, and you can't quite convert.
4-4.
Oh, and Alshon got himself back in position to win that on that last volley, but McGuffin got him.
Yeah, it was really high, almost awkwardly high. Didn't look like Alshon was quite ready for it and definitely wants that one back.
And that's a great read from Alshon because McGuffin was on it.
Yeah, it's tough for the TV to translate just how athletic you have to be able to hit one volley on the stretch, collect yourself, and hit another one on the full stretch in just half a second.
4-5. Side out.
Alshon's been stuck at 4 for a minute. In singles, there's no partner to help you out. We talked earlier, he's got Lee Waters in his corner, so that's going to be big for him here today. She's certainly seen a lot of that dude.
No, absolutely. Lee very familiar with Tyson's game. They played a lot of mixed double. He does well, but if you're a McGuffin fan, you got to like just the energy that he's bringing here early. Not sluggish at all. You can tell how much he wants to get through this one.
And there it is on display with full McGuffin bark at the highest decibel level.
And we all, know Tyson for that, but he often waits for his moments and lets the energy kind of build naturally. So if he's this loud this early, kind of shows how he's feeling.
7-4. I'll recall.
Got some fans
Referee timeout.
settling in, and guess what? We got Cam Blackwood sitting with the aforementioned Lee Waters. Let's see what's in her brain. Cam, take it away.
Coming in through here, I was getting wet over there. I'm surprised it's not too slick here. They said it was earlier. It was getting slick here on center.
Time in. 7-4. Side out.
Big opportunity there with little technical difficulty. We'll get to Cam here in a minute. Boy, big opportunity there. That was a very short return. So Alshon escapes.
Let.
Reserve again.
4-7.
Did he read backhand down the line at all there, Kyle?
Yeah, he was clearly daring Alshon to prove to him that he could take that cross court. McGuffin one step ahead there, and if he can get that return to the Alshon backhand, he's really going to like his chances. Alshon much more dangerous when he can run around and find forehands.
Beautiful reach from Alshon there. That's a great volley to just hit clean winners from that position.
Yeah, to be that far on the stretch, but still come up with that much strength on the volley. It's why he has, the talent that he has and has the trajectory of being one of the best players in the game.
All right, Cam is now standing by with Lee.
Ball was in. After video review, call stands. Ball was in. Lost challenge, lost timeout. We'll resume play at 5-7. One timeout.
So that's a nice freebie for Alshon, and it cost McGuffin a timeout, and that all came from an overturn, which is fine. You see it good. That's exactly why you're there.
Part of the game.
What a return coming out of that little delay.
No, he really, really knifed that. You could see Christian doing all he could to run and make it a forehand, but just left so much court exposed.
7-5.
Made it a pretty easy volley for McGuffin.
Side out.
First full-on cat and mouse game there, and Alshon takes it.
Yeah, he's really improved that part of his game. We haven't seen a lot of that, but it's certainly something that he can draw on to change it up.
5-7. Point.
Absolutely outrageous from Alshon.
Yeah, and that is the risk of McGuffin returning cross court, is if he doesn't hit that just right, it gives Alshon a little bit more time to get over there and open up for more angles on the pass.
Side out.
Dave, hold on. Your mic is out right now. Just lay out, guys. Just lay out.
7-6. Point. Eight, 6. Point. Nine, 6. Point. Timeout receiving. 10-6. 10-6. Point game. Change ends.
Welcome back, everybody. There you see
0-0.
Mother Nature just wreaking havoc on the Daytona Beach area, but not center court. McGuffin closed out game one. Excuse our audio technical difficulties. Very awkward non-paddle tap there.
0-0.
Alshon is not one that has consistently said he doesn't tap paddles, so that had some meaning. And that's a beautiful point there, and Alshon yapping right back at McGuffin.
Point.
Big serve down the middle for Alshon.
Two, 0. Side out.
Important for Alshon there to get the first two just to get himself situated after that strange little
0-2.
altercation, if you will, at the net where they actually didn't interact whatsoever.
Yeah, you know, Dave, the last time that these guys played, we mentioned it was a tight one. McGuffin ended up winning, and as they went for the handshake at the end, there was a little bit of an altercation. I'm friends with both these guys. They've been cool since then, but again, when a lot is on the line, you never know what side's going to come out, so certainly something to watch as the match progresses.
A little carryover.
Side out.
McGuffin really taking his time here.
0-2. Point.
Able to get there.
Yeah, really looking explosive at the moment. The moment he gets a short return, he's committed to that drive and crash style, and it's been really working for him
1-2.
today.
See how much Alshon is favoring hitting a forehand.
Side out.
And hit a perfect return because he is 5 feet off the court there with that positioning.
Yeah, you really have to go inside in like he did and get it deep enough, which he was 2 for 2 there, and that's why he's getting the ball back.
2-1. Side out.
Bit of frustration there for Alshon. Had a tough look at it.
Yeah, that would have been a highlight reel
Yeah.
ATP if there ever was one. But again, McGuffin getting that return to the Alshon backhand side and really just camping on the line, daring Alshon to come up with a cross-court two-hander.
Point.
And there's all that mileage that Alshon has to cover if he's going to stand way out off the court. And McGuffin makes him pay and knots up game 2 at 2.
Point.
My goodness. What a put away.
Yeah, normally Alshon's kind of chipping his
Correct.
backhand volley, but that one sat up just a little bit
Side out.
and able to win it with more of the top spin finish.
There's some intensity just oozing out of this dude right here.
Change the score.
Yeah, I think electronic scoring granted McGuffin 5 there for a second, and I
That'd
think
make me a little frustrated too,
yeah,
Dave.
Yeah, the stare got deeper and more more pointed.
Time in. 2-2. Side out.
After all that, as a referee, you hate that that happened because in essence you iced the kicker.
Yep.
Didn't intentionally, of course.
And you can see obviously how much it's frustrated Christian. But he's going to have to settle his nerves here. It's one thing to be up and ready to play. It's another to let that
2-2.
frustration impact your play negatively.
Side
That's a
out.
pretty volley back where it came from.
Yeah, huge side out from momentum purposes there.
2-2. Side out.
Yeah, and to me, Dave, Christian's just a little too upright with his posture on that two-hander. He's a tall guy, but really needs to use more legs, in my opinion, while keeping his back straight in order to hook that ball across court.
Point.
This dude is boiling. I'm not saying the pasta's ready to be entering into the pot, but we're close.
3-2. Side out.
Yeah, nice deep middle return there from Alshon, forcing McGuffin at almost a half volley response on his third.
2-3.
what a rally from Alshon there, and then got a little help to just reset off the tape, but got the footwork right off that one.
Yeah, using his legs to extend the point, and like you mentioned, got a little good fortune with the net and able to convert.
McGuffin was 2 steps to the left there.
It's always hurt a little bit more when you know you had your opponent fooled.
I didn't even have to hit a good one. I just had to hit it over there, man. I mean, these, as I'm calling them, T serves are the rage here with McGuffin really banging it down the middle.
Well, you see that Alshon slid so far over with his positioning, trying to protect that forehand return, so it's opening up a little more space to go for the tee.
Side out.
Interesting. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I think Tyson was trying to be a bit of a showman there, but would be easy for Alshon to get a little perturbed by being given the ball in that manner.
Side out.
McGuffin is a player that looks at his group all the time. His team's there supporting him. He gets energy.
Yeah, and he's been high this entire match as far as the energy that he's been bringing, and that's because he knows how talented Alshon is, really wants to get through this one.
4-3.
Wow. Yeah. Turn around with the double net cord apology there, and Alshon, just to get a paddle on both of those was impressive, but just that's just not going to go well, and the net cords have certainly been in that guy's favor.
Needs to buy a lottery ticket.
And a feisty timeout coming after the paddle gets chucked. Shots, or he's going to be out of here. Great patience. Nice rally coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, very easy to do too much with that ball, but again, just gradual aggression, is able to win out and get the ball back.
So can he channel this focus and frustration?
Side out.
Wonderful serve down the middle, just didn't take advantage of it.
Yeah, got the short reply that he was looking for. Sometimes when it's short and low, you're forced into a drop, which looked like Christian was there, just couldn't convert.
Side out.
It's a couple of clutch returns here.
Yeah, it's just really important right now if you're an Alshon fan for him to get off of 3,
3-6.
get another point on the board, start building a little bit of momentum.
And there it is off a great serve in the corner. Yeah, because the thing in singles that's interesting is you keep playing in the same direction. You're like, I want to try and set something else up. And here you can see just how short that didn't even make it halfway through the transition area.
4-6.
Oh, I thought we were going to get. I mean, if you're the tweener king on Instagram, there was a chance to hit it. Now it's on the dead sprint, so that's really hard to do sideways, back and forth, maybe.
Yeah. The angle he was running, I think it made it even tougher for the tweener king to pull off.
And you got to be careful if you're not fully under control.
Great composure there from McGuffin to go from a fast hand battle to choose to slow one down, move Alshon out of position, sets himself up for the nice, easy put away.
7-4.
Outrageous coverage of the kitchen from Alshon there.
And I think McGuffin actually got caught, Dave, admiring his shot. He thought this first little half volley forehand was going to be a clean winner, and Alshon comes in out of nowhere.
Remember that one if Alshon makes a comeback here.
Point.
Alshon staying with that inside in pattern, getting McGuffin to lean the wrong way. That happened earlier, and he wasn't able to clear the net. This time, he's able to get it.
5-7. Side out.
Can't stack any, though, just gets one. Again, bottom half of the draw. The winner gets the winner of Tardio and Rettenmeyer. A couple of dudes pulling upsets all over the place here. And the footwork to set up the inside out there was beautiful. He knew what shot he was hitting before he got to the ball.
Yeah, the focus, the movement right now from McGuffin. It looks like he's in a final right now, Dave. He really wants to get through this one.
Side out.
Saying don't miss, don't miss. It's a guy that had to scratch from mixed doubles in Dallas due to illness, so clearly fully recovered here with the amount of effort we're seeing here. And there is vintage Tyson McGuffin. Unbelievable court coverage. Alshon in control and then sort of blew a wire and tried a lob here.
Yeah, no, McGuffin doing everything he could to bring that point back to neutral. Alshon seemingly a little surprised and definitely wants that shot selection back with the lob attempt. Little heat check moment there from McGuffin. You do not see him coming over and hitting out on the one-handed backhand very often.
For Alshon to force a game 3, 5-8, serving it up. Oh, and there's nothing you'd want more than that.
Yeah, beautiful shape on the serve. Tested McGuffin, but still, if you're McGuffin, you can't have those unforced errors if you want to hold on. That's been the one pattern Alshon just hasn't been able to get out of. If McGuffin's able to approach to the Alshon backhand, he hasn't been able to pull that cross court and get any kind of a weak response from McGuffin.
Alshon, beautiful hold there and just commanding the kitchen line.
Yeah, using his length. And again, just that gradual aggression, not going for too much, understanding you're ahead in the point. Showed great composure there.
6-8. Side out.
Did give him a chance with the forehand there, but didn't do enough with it on the backhand. So McGuffin, no harm done, 8-6.
Side out.
A little bit of a stalemate here at the moment.
6-8. Point.
And a loud yell and stare after Alshon. He sort of acted like, man, I should have dropped the last backhand, and showed us that, sort of pantomimed it, and then made it. So nice disguise there, and they're within one. And then airmails the serve after that.
And never a great time to miss a serve, but when you're fighting for momentum, it hurts a little bit more. McGuffin taking his time here, really wants to get off 8, kind of steal that momentum back.
And gets the freebie that he received a moment ago back on a big serve in the corner. 2 away from the semis. And that's the pattern Christian is begging Tyson to jump into there. Hey, look at all this court over here. It's wide open.
No, for sure. I mean, yeah, he's got to hit a great return, which he did, but would like to see McGuffin kind of not take the bait, go back behind him once in a while.
Side out. Yes, madam.
Somehow McGuffin able to steal that one away from Alshon.
I mean, he's hitting an off-balance short hop lob, and he was able to get it to an awkward spot. My goodness. And that's 2 rallies in a row where the person that won the rally looked like they were absolutely out of it. Great response from Alshon.
7-9.
Yikes.
Set out.
One airmailed and one 2/3 of the way up the net.
Yeah, and those are really going to hurt. Not only is an error, but it's in the net. It's a little worse than missing long. And to have 2 in a row at this stage of the match, he's got to just try to put it out of his mind best he can.
9-7. Set out.
Lives to talk about it, though, so points at a premium down the stretch here. Who can elevate and grab game 2?
Set out.
McGuffin is yelling at his box after almost every single exchange. It's been that way since the very first point in this match.
9-7.
Just punched wide from Alshon, and we are at match point for McGuffin. What a return at match point down from Alshon.
Yeah, very brave. Obviously going to the McGuffin forehand, but really stretched him out where McGuffin had almost nowhere to go there.
7-10.
Clutch from Alshon there. Can he back it up?
No. Side out.
The answer is no. So the forehand has not been there since it was in this 8-7, 9-7 range. Second shot to close it out.
10-7.
And a beautiful backhand volley from Alshon.
Yeah, really bailed himself out there with the short middle return. Hit that volley perfectly. Still has some life here. Alshon probably wishing that he would have crashed in off that first pass as McGuffin floated the volley just a little bit.
Yeah, because then you're just hitting a panicky lob and hoping, and McGuffin checking whether it's Mother Nature or the sweat off of his body that's making the court slick here. Third try. Wow, missed just wide.
Definitely had the open court there. McGuffin does not miss open court forehands very often. Can Alshon answer?
The answer is N-O.
And again, knowing Alshon's game, that's his favorite shot, that inside-out forehand drop, unable to convert on the last couple.
Fourth try to step up to the line and put an end to this quarterfinal match.
10-7. Challenge. We had a side out.
Okay, so boy, could this, as if we
from Alshon, that little thing that gets him playing better.
The ball's in.
Oh, and we're done. Okay. So somehow they saw enough to overturn that, and we're not going to have anything off.